before the American Life album, Madonna released a single on October the 22nd of 2002 called Die Another Day. It coincided with the James Bond film of the same title, in which Madonna had a bit role playing James Bond's fencing instructor. The critics have deemed the Die Another Day song as the worst Bond song of all time, but I agree to disagree. Let's have a look at my Die Another Day collection, starting off with my US CD Maxi Single. I absolutely love the remixes on the Maxi Single. It has 6 tracks. And there's that beautiful pink CD. US 12-inch vinyl Maxi Single. Has 2 vinyl inside. Has 5 mixes on here. If you can make it out. And I'll pull out one vinyl so you can take a look at the label. So this one has the Thunderpuss Club mix, as you can see. Next is my promo mixes. I have part 2 and part 3. I don't have part 1 because it's on the it's on this release on the vinyl and CD, so that's why I never got part 1. So here it is with the pink sticker. So it says Die Another Day, the mixes part 2, remixed by Brother Brown and Deep Sky. And if you want the original version, pick up the Die Another Day soundtrack. Look for the new Madonna album in early 2003, which this song later appears on the American Life album as well. And here's part 3, which has remixed by Calderone and Quayle. And again, it says look for Madonna's new album in early 2003. Okay, that's all of the single of Die Another Day that I own. So let's move on to the singles from American Life. Here is my single editions of the title track of the album, American Life, which was released in the USA on April the 8th of 2003. So let's take a look at my CD single, which I purchased along with the full-length album from Walmart. So this was back when Walmart used to sell singles. So there you can see it says CD single, very small print down here. So we have American Life Radio Edit and Die Another Day Calderone and Quayle Afterlife mix. I really do love the front cover image that was used for this. So this was pressed in Europe, the American Life single. It says parental advisory explicit lyrics. And it has the same tracks as the US single. Again, pull this out and give you a look at the vinyl and the label. I love that design. So let's move on to the Maxi Single. Here is every edition I own of the American Life Maxi Single, starting off with the USA CD Maxi Single, as it says right here. It has the parental advisory explicit content on the bottom right corner. Love the design, camouflage of red and black, and the 2 stripes above Madonna's eye. So this has 6 tracks. I love the dog tag with her on there. I don't know if they ever made a dog tag like this, but if they would have, or if they did, I missed out on it because this is really cool. And then there is the CD with the black stars on red. and some images of Madonna spelling out American life. And on the inside it says, peace. Madonna was making a statement because of the impending Iraq War in 2003. I'll talk a little bit more about it when I get to the full-length album. Next is my Australian pressing of American Life. As Australia puts this, it's not a sticker, it's actually made into the print of the cover. Warning, moderate impact, coarse language, and or themes. And it has 3 tracks listed right back here. And I love the color. This one is blue. Well, the Maxi Single release in the United States is red. Okay, moving on to the 12-inch vinyl pressed in the United States. Also has parental advisory, explicit content. Because Madonna did some cussing in the song, but it was in the remixes. And there's a remix on here I really, really love. I'm thinking it's Felix the House Cat's Devon Dazzle Club mix. I also like the Oakenfold down-tempo mix. And Peter Rauhofer's American Anthem Part 1. And then he has a Part 2. There's a lot of good mixes on here, but I'm thinking it's the Felix the House Cat's Devon Dazzle Club mix. It's a really awesome mix, and I just love listening to it. So there is disc 1. The back of it has 2 Madonnas spelling out M. Let's see if I can get a hold of the... Alright. Here is the disc 2 with white stars on a red center label. And again, there's Madonna. It says American Life. And it's 2 Madonnas spelling out her first initial, M. Next is USA Promo, the Missy Elliott American Dream mixes. Again, we have the parental advisory. Even has the parental advisory on the label. This is a great track. I absolutely love the first single from American Life. Let's move on to the next single. Here is all the editions I own of Madonna's second single, Hollywood. I absolutely love the song and the accompanying music video. I'm going to start off by showing my 2 promo US pressings of Hollywood. This is Remixes Part 1. And the Remixes Part 2. And these are great additions to have in one's collection. Alright, let's move on to the 12-inch US pressing of Hollywood. Love the packaging and art style design on this. It is amazing. Love the back image as well. Here is my US CD Maxi Single. Has 6 tracks on there. Great remixes, by the way, if I haven't said that. And this says Hollywood. And here's all the lyrics. And then the image of Madonna. And then if you read right here, it says, everybody comes to Hollywood. They want to make it in the neighborhood. And here is the UK pressing of CD Part 2 of Hollywood. So I'm missing the CD Part 1. I plan on getting it someday in the future. Alright, let's move on to the next single. In between the singles Hollywood and Nothing Fails, the song Nobody Knows Me was released as a promotional single in the United States on October the 15th of 2003. So this is the only way that you can get this, is this vinyl here. There may have been some pressings on CD for promotional use, but this song runs along the same themes in the American Life album, where it has a usage of negative tones, and Madonna rejects tabloid culture's social disease, denouncing both TV and magazines. So it's a great track. I love this song, and I love her performance of it on the Reinvention World Tour. This is the only edition that I own of the beautiful ballad Nothing Fails, her third single, released commercially. And this song, I think, is inspired by her love affair with her husband at the time, now ex-husband, Guy Ritchie. He had quite an effect on her life while she was married to him. And there you can see all the remixes right here. I do need this on CD. I hope to find it one day. This is a double vinyl release. I'll just pull out one of the vinyl. So that's what side 2 looks like. Here's all the editions I own of the fourth and final single from Madonna's American Life album, Love Profusion. Absolutely love the colorful, vibrant music video. First there's destruction, you know, she's walking through destruction, then she's walking like up in the clouds, and there's fairies and water, and so it's a mixture of fantasy and then the stark destruction of reality. So let's take a look at my US CD Maxi Single, and I still have it sealed. I have not opened it, so I don't know if it contains the perfume that was supposed to be included in it. This is a beautiful color cover. Love the color, of course, and the flowers. And there are the remixes. It has a bonus track of Nothing Fails, Peter's Lost in Space mix. Okay, and then we'll take a look at the 12-inch US vinyl. Again, very beautiful design. This also includes, I don't know if this includes the bonus song. I don't think so. I thought it did, but it doesn't. So that's exclusive to the US CD, the Nothing Fails, Peter's Lost in Space mix. It does not appear on the US 12-inch. So that is very interesting. I'll pull out one of the vinyl. And that's disc 3. Beautiful logo design on the labels here, the print. And this is what I have of the Love Profusion single that was imported. The CD is from Australia. This is CD number 2. So I'm missing part 1, and it says right there CD 2. Features bonus tracks Nobody Knows Me, Above and Beyond, and Love Profusion, Ralphie Rosario's House Mix. And this has a peach, not peach, I guess it's more like a light orange color, while the 12-inch is pink. And there we go, made in Australia. The CD is yellow against pale orange, and you can kind of see the album image right there. And then this, I looked it up, I scanned the barcode. It says this is a UK and Europe release. 12-inch features bonus tracks Above and Beyond of Nobody Knows Me and Love Profusion Passengers Club Mix. That's what this sticker says. Beautiful image of Madonna. This was for the Gap commercial she did with Missy Elliott, the Get Into the Hollywood Groove. I kind of loved how that mix sounded. It was really awesome. So it has those 2 tracks right there. So this is a single. Let's take a look at the vinyl, and that's what it looks like. So that is all of the singles that I own on the American Life album. So let's take a look at the full-length LP. Here is every edition that I own of the American Life LP on vinyl and CD. Of course, I would love to have the cassette tape and some imports of the album, as well as another like pristine copy, maybe sealed, of this box set here. But money is an issue, and there's so much I'm missing in my collection, so I do plan eventually to get more on this album when I can. But before I start sharing everything, I want to talk a little bit about this era and what Madonna was focusing on in the 90s, to kind of share with you the change that was going on with Madonna here in this era in 2003. Okay, so in the 1990s, Madonna's primary focus was on sexual themes, starting with Justify My Love in 1991 on the Immaculate Collection. She had produced a video directed by Jean-Baptiste Mondino that starred her boyfriend, Tony Ward, and one of her dancers from the Blonde Ambition tour, Jose. Okay, that video was very sexual in nature and was banned from MTV, and she went on to release a video cassette to make up, the loss of how much was spent on that video, and it sold like hotcakes, okay? Then she started working on the pictorial sex book and the erotica album, which had some sexual themes running through it, but not the entire album was about sex. It was partially. And then she filmed the erotic thriller Body of Evidence. Madonna said that all that work was due to a lot of rage and anger within herself. But however, by the beginning of the new millennium, like with Ray of Light, after Evita, Madonna was living a more calmer and more introspective and wholesome life with her then husband, now ex-husband, Guy Ritchie, and their children, Lourdes and Rocco. So, according to the biographer J. Randy Tamborelli, the presence of Ritchie in her life had a calming effect on her, making her more matured and easing her temper. So, now I want to get into, that was her. She seemed much more mature when she released this album, yes, and Confessions, the following album. So, around this era, right before it, she was on the Drowned World Tour in 2001 promoting the music album and Ray of Light album. Okay, so she was busy focusing on her career and touring. On September 11th of 2001, suicide bombers hijacked 2 jet airliners and crashed into the World Trade Center, resulting in the death of nearly 3,000 American people in the United States. The event had a profound effect on American society, with the cultural mood being, like bleak and like paranoia-ridden. Of course, I was there. It was scary. It was a very scary time, and it was horrible. It's a dark time in American history. So it didn't only affect me and everyone else who was there when it happened. My mom turned on the TV, and I was watching it, and it was so surreal. It was almost like I couldn't decide, what is this, fantasy or real, like you're watching a movie. But it was reality. So not only was I affected, but Madonna was also affected by the 9/11 tragedy. And she started asking questions about the American dream, which has a long-lasting ideal for many, people living in the United States. So she wanted answers to her questions and an appropriate response to the 9/11 disaster and the ensuing Iraq War in 2003. Madonna believed that the ensuing months with the war would lead to a politically charged atmosphere throughout the country, and she wanted to express that in the record. So now I would like to go ahead and just, share the editions that I have. So that I'm done talking about this. I've done a video on the controversy of her first single, American Life. I will put a link in the description on this video. So go to the description and click on that link in case you have not seen the video I did about this controversy of her first music video. All right, so let's take a look at the US CD. I picked this up. The original copy I got from Walmart. And, of course, I can't remember if it had the parental advisory. I don't think Walmart sells, this stuff. So, mine was a clean version of the American Life album. I have it somewhere in the house. I just couldn't locate it. So, this is the other edition I picked up after the album was released officially, because I got it like 2 weeks prior to the release of the album. So, and this was released in August of 2003. And this is such an amazing album. Take a look at the artwork here. I love her look, like a guerrilla warfare, with the the image on the front was inspired by Che Guevara with the beret, French beret. Okay, next I have 2 editions of the box set released in the United States. Both my editions, this one here is missing the CD. The second one doesn't have the correct CD in it. So, but here's the stamps. So that's why I'm needing to find another copy of this. If I could possibly get it sealed, that would be great. And this is the poster. So there, yeah, see, no CD in this one. I just have the box. So I need the CD that goes along with that. So here's this side. It says Madonna, and Madonna's spelling out her name and the album title. And you turn it around and it's a poster. I think that's so awesome. I love this image. Iconic. And then here is the other edition. I have a CD in there, but it isn't the right one that goes with it. I think it's actually the one that looks just like this in here. So let's get to that one. And see, there it is. It's not the correct CD. I think I should have, yeah, there's the stamps right there. Here's my full-length pressing from USA. Love the artwork. I'd say my favorite non-single tracks would be Mother and Father, Easy Ride, I'm So Stupid, and I like A Static Process. There's one more track that wasn't a single, that was Intervention. All around, every track on here is excellent. This is a great artistic work by Madonna. Let's take a look at the inside of the gatefold of this vinyl. I really like that, how they use Madonna to spell out her name, and American. And then let's take a look at what the label looks like. I think that's really cool. Almost like a blood stain. And I know this holds some significant meaning over her right eye. Now I can share with you some of the unofficial items that I have in the American Life collection. Here's a look at some of my fan-made unofficial items from this era, starting with this American Life, the remixed album. Now this has official remixes on it. And you can pause the video now so you can read the track listings. Okay, it's on the Martrogen label. And this is what the inside looks like. The other CD is the bottom half of Madonna's body. So it's meant to look something like this. And there's another cool image of Madonna. I love her with her natural hair color. This is a great unofficial product of a lot of the official remixes. See, it has Peter's Lost in Space mix, which was only on a promotional vinyl. So this compiles a lot of cool stuff. Next, fan-made gold edition of American Life album. And again, if you want to see the track listing, just pause the video. This is what the inside looks like. I love the photo of Madonna on the CD, as well as this shot over here. Any pictures of her from this era is beautiful, because I love all the artwork she does for her albums. She looks great in every single one of her album shoots. I don't know if there's any pictures on the inside. No, nothing. It just folds out like that. Next is the American Life, the videos. And there is the videos right there. That's what the DVD looks like. And then here is the American Life, the performances. Up in the top corner there is Madonna's eye with the two marks on it. I thought that's cool. It looks the same, I think, with this one as well. This was released during the American Life era. It's Madonna's remixed and revisited remix album, as the American Life album was released in April of 2003. The remixed album, Remixed and Revisited, was released on November 24th, 2003. she hadn't made a remix album since the You Can Dance. And the critics did not give this album of remixes much praise. The only track to receive critical praise was her demo of unreleased track from the Bedtime Stories era, Your Honesty, which I absolutely do love that song, Your Honesty. But as a fan, I actually really enjoyed this remix album. So I do have favorite tracks. Okay, I really love quite a few tracks on here of remixes. I enjoyed Nothing Fails, Nevin's mix, love Profusion's Head Cleaner rock mix, and I absolutely adore Nobody Knows Me, Mount Sims Old School mix, and the really awesome headbanging American Life Head Cleaner rock mix. And then, of course, they included the live medley performance with Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears and Missy Elliott with Madonna from the MTV 2003 VMA performances. And then there was the mix used on the Gap commercial, Into the Hollywood Groove, Madonna featuring Missy Elliott. It was the Passengers mix version of the song. And then the incredible unreleased track, Your Honesty, from Bedtime Stories. So I pretty much love the entire album. I skip over the one track on there a lot, and that's the Like a Virgin Hollywood medley. It was a pretty awesome event that took place, but I love the remixes on here. I love all the tracks, and I'm glad she put it out, even though it didn't get a lot of praise, critical praise. And the Into the Hollywood Groove, which is a remix version of Madonna's 1985 hit Into the Groove, didn't peak very high on Billboard. So it peaked or topped out at 115 on the Billboard 200 chart. So it didn't get a lot of attention from, I didn't hear any of the remixes on the radio, really. And I don't know, it didn't do well, I guess, with the public. But again, I'm glad she put out a remix album, and this is full of awesome remixes that I still enjoy listening to today. This one, I just put it in a green case. It didn't come that way. It's just something that I did to make it kind of unique looking. So yeah, it's the same CD. In the USA, I got 2 US pressings. So, tell me what your thoughts about Remixed and Revisited. I actually enjoyed it. I love the commercial, the Gap commercial. I thought it was cool. So, this is something I enjoyed listening to. This is all part of that American Life era. Madonna took to the stage once more, and it was the Reinvention World Tour. And so she was touring with the American Life album, but she made this more of like a, I guess what you call a greatest hits tour, since American Life didn't perform well on the charts. But nevertheless, I love the album. It's another one of her underrated works. So this is the first DVD that I picked up. It is not official. There has never been an official release of this world tour. There was the documentary, which I do have, and I'll grab it to share in a few minutes. It's the I'm Going to Tell You a Secret documentary, a part 2 to the Truth or Dare film documentary. So I love the front and back image of this DVD. It is a Martigan release. That's what the DVD looks like. This is taken from one of her backdrop images, backdrop videos from this tour. This I got from a friend on Facebook. So this is her copy they had. And so I just got a few copies of it because I like the artwork on these. So this has bonus screen projections and lots more. And that's what the DVD looks like. I like the little bird. And last, I got a Blu-ray copy. Now this isn't a true Blu-ray. It ain't true HD, but it does look and sound great. So, here it is, Reinvention, World Tour 2004. And this was Madonna being photographed during the rehearsals. I really enjoyed watching this finally, you know, because I couldn't see the full concert on the documentary because she was just focusing on the backstage stuff, which I am fascinated with entirely. I am. But she did include little clips here and there like she did with Truth or Dare of Blonde Ambition. So I really enjoyed The Lament, Die Another Day, Hanky Panky, Deeper and Deeper, Burning Up, Material Girl, Express Yourself, American Life. Frozen was amazing. Nobody Knows Me, an awesome performance, but she came out with a really incredible, the first intro here, that right here, Vogue, then she opens with The Beast Within. And then later, I mean, I enjoy all parts of this, because she also performs Mother and Father. I really love that song. And she even does John Lennon's Imagine, which is beautiful. She does Crazy for You, Papa Don't Preach. I love this version that she performs on this tour. She does Into the Groove. I mean, the whole concert's amazing. I love all the tracks, all the songs that she performed on this concert. So I enjoy it from start to finish. And that's what the Blu-ray image cover looks like. She has that Marie Antoinette look. That's the back of the Blu-ray. So all around, I love the Reinvention World Tour. I love it so much I have 3 copies. Alright, so that does it for my video on the American Life era. So let me know your favorite performances from the Reinvention Tour, if you have any special memories surrounding it, and your favorite tracks from the American Life album and remixed and revisited. Until next time, I'll see you, and keep enjoying Madonna.